Hi, I'm Ian Graham from the band The Well from Austin, Texas, and I'm going to show you some of my gear. First of all, I have this 62 reissue Gibson SG. Pretty cool for reissue. I totally had it gutted when I got it, and what I do with all my guitars, and I had some little witch hats put on here to make it extra spooky. And let's see, I changed this stuff out, you know, buy some cheap covers for it that look nice. My girlfriend painted that for me one night on the couch. It's our first album, Samsara there, so it has a little bit of cream Eric Clapton vibe going there, just not past cream, of course. And then let's see, had the pickups removed from the ones I initially got. Yeah, so I had this Rio Grande barbecue bucker put in here, and that's a really hot Houston, Texas made pickup. Very cool company. This one right here, my luthier put in, and I don't know what the hell it is, but it's really warm, and when I flip up to the neck, it makes me happy, so I go along with that. My strings I use are Black Harbor hybrids. I usually use 10s. I'm sponsored by them, so maybe they'll send me some more for free for saying this. But yeah, these are really good, and I'm really psyched on those lately. So I'm doing C sharp standard across here. So yeah. During the set, I'll usually switch maybe one time to the neck and then go right back across here. And the neck is pulled back a bit. The neck is definitely pulled back maybe to halfway on volume. And let's feel it, more than halfway on tone. But as far as this goes, usually dimed. As far as the bridge goes, I'm usually dimed on the bridge, and that's where you're going to normally see me play everything. I might adjust this occasionally with my pinky, but you're just not going to see it too often. It usually depends on the club, you know, if I'm pulling back or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward what I have going on here. But I mean, even the wiring and everything like that, I'll have like them put in the old wiring and stuff like that, like the old cloth wrapped wiring and all that shit, so we can have it closer to what a 62 actually would have been. But yeah, most of it's probably pointless. So this is a recent purchase. This is the Baghdad by Does It Doom, and it's to emulate, initially it was made to emulate like the first 2 High on Fire albums, like how the tone is on those. I think I make it sound a little bit different. You can dial it in a bunch of different ways. It's incredibly versatile, and I have this going into my effects return. So that's and it takes over the preamp. So that's a preamp for my. I use a hovercraft amplifier, and this is the preamp for that as of right now. So I have a splitter. So because I'm using 2 different sections. I have 6 12-inch speakers in my cabinet. 4 on top are vintage 30s from probably the 90s. Then I have 2 at the bottom controlled by another jack, and those are they're Weber speakers that came with the cabinet. I use Worsper cabinets. Those are my friends, Austin, Texas. Hi, Worsper. And so I split those 2, and I use an orange head to power the bottom 2, and I use the hovercraft with this as the preamp to power the top 4. And what I have there is I'll sometimes put a little bit of delay on the orange speakers, like a slight digital delay, and it'll give that little space where it sounds like 2 guitars slightly. And I really appreciate that. We're a 3-piece, so we need a little bit extra oomph. But other than that, I'm using for a lot of volume control, I'm using the Dynacomp compression pedal. I use that, I pull back slightly, just ever so slightly on my volume, and I will use this for that extra bump. Also, for more crunchy parts, I will put on this black Country Customs Tony Iommi signature pedal, which is, I guess it's whatever pedal he was using in the 1970s that got thrown away by accident or whatever. That's what this is emulating, and it kicks ass. It's a really cool pedal. But I'll use that for a lot of solos and stuff like that. You know, this is a Joyo analog delay. They're cheap. I will break these and I will replace it for $40. They're great. As far as that goes, Holy Grail for my reverb and it's really good if I can dial it in before I play. If not, there's going to be some weird shit, but that's okay. And then add the tremolo, which I've always had. I don't know how it's still working. The Boss tremolo is a really cool pedal. Everybody who uses it, they know. And then we have a new pedal, the Space Bender Death by Audio. Space Bender Death by Audio will make your whole rig go completely batshit crazy, and you can push and pull these knobs and make it wah 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 and fade into your heart's content. It's fantastic, and it is a journey into outer space. I don't use it often, but when I do use it, eyes light up, and people really enjoy this because Death by Audio, they make kind of genius pedals. I'll have to admit it. It's really cool shit. This is just the Hendrix wah, pretty. Oh, actually, this isn't. This is the other one. This is the fuck. I can't remember what this is, but it's like it's the Crybaby 5350, and it has all these different settings on this side, plus a button. So it has a little bit of a volume boost, but I don't use that. But like it has different settings and stuff like that. I think I found one when I initially bought it because something else broke, and I found one setting I don't even want to mess with anymore. But you have that option if you like to purchase something like that. This chromatic tuner I use is the Wazacraft Boss. It's a really cool Japanese company. I'm not really sure what the relationship is with Boss and them, and how is it two companies? I don't know. I know it was a little bit more expensive, but it's a lot better than the normal Boss that I had before. I like that a lot. Works good for me. Thanks again for watching the video, bearing with me as I ramble about my crap. I want to thank Black Harbor Strings for sponsoring me and sending me those nice packages. Keep that coming. Thank you. You can find us on Instagram at The Well Band. That's it, right? Isn't it The Well Band?